Should be live. I'm hoping we're live. Okay, we are in fact live. I am Invarial. Tracking for us today is Sailor Jade. Annoying me today is this cough I still have. And we are here on Speedrunners Arena to bring you two 1v1 races. CheeseReaver versus Hacksaww, and Zerro0713 versus Skipsy. And there's always that one thing you forget to do. That one thing that you're like, okay, cool, I'm sure I'll remember to do that. And then you forget. And the one thing that I forgot to do today was to check these players' records so that I don't have to make corrections like the one that you're totally not seeing on your screen right now. Because I am good at the things that I do. There is always one thing, and it is always so annoying. At least it's a tiny thing that nobody noticed, and not a major thing, like I didn't have these players' pronouns set correctly, or something like that. We have a freshly rolled seed, bouillon, shoot, Evir, bull. Yep, thank you, Reem. I got there. All right, all four runners are ready. And with that, I am going to drop the gate. What is it? Keep calm and come out boxing. Quit. Invarial has been removed from the race. The race will begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relevant stream delay. And we have a prediction in the chat already. Which suit will be found first, Varia or Gravity? I recommend the Varia suit. Good for what ails you, unless it's a cough. It's good for what ails you if you're going through rooms of excessive temperature. It's good for you in that situation. All four players running off to the left. This is not an arcade match. They are all going in the same direction to collect the morphing ball. It also helps with cold infusion. That is true. Extreme temperatures infusion, not just heat. Those pesky ice... shoot, what are they called? X-parasites. Which I thought was amazing. And then they stopped evolving. Cheese's game audio is really low. Okay. That is the best that I can do for Cheese's audio, but all four players have found the morphing ball. And the first item is high jump boots. That puts the ceiling item into play. Well, I mean, they made 14 copies of the SAX and used it to start hunting, used that form to start hunting Metroids, but they didn't really do anything besides that. Energy tank in the ceiling, that's an in-logic energy tank. and super missiles, which means bombs or power bombs at Bob Chorizo. That's actually a fair point, Reem. That's a very fair point. The X never evolved to hurt Samus. The X evolved to kill Metroids. Yeah, but they didn't... Like, Samus isn't a full Metroid. Samus became part Metroid, and they slowly realized that they couldn't attack her, which is why the X outside of Sector 1, try to evade you as much as possible. Until you end up in, what is it, Cryo, which is 6? 5? 5. I think it was 5. Yeah. It is worth noting, however, that all of this conversation is entirely moot if an hour from now, none of our runners save the animals. And actually, that's not true. All of the talk of saving the animals canonizing Fusion just canonizes the ending of Fusion, where Samus gets to live. We have power bombs at Bomb Torizo. Thank you, Skipsy. Zerro will be next, then Hacksaww, and finally CheeseReaver to learn that there are power bombs here. Right. Right. The entire space station, the entire BSL makes absolutely no sense, by the way. Skipsy decides to head straight across to Terminator instead of going down to check 230 missiles. And collects power bombs. 10 power bombs is a good number for meme route, just saying. People who can't hear me. Cheese and Zerro are going to check 230 missiles. Hacksaww, I guess, had a bit of an issue with Alcatraz and decides to get out the vanilla way. And super missiles at 230 missiles. Back of Gauntlet is missiles and an E-tank. It's unlikely that the runners will go for those. I'll just pepper in the bits of the Fusion lore. The BSL makes sense if they were trying to breed Metroid Queens, but the layout of the BSL makes no sense at all, in that to get to certain decks you need high jump boots or the ability to crawl/turn yourself into a ball. You need high jump or space to get to the command center. Wow, raids. So Zera's going to head back up Terminator, while Cheese heads down. We have an energy tank for Skipsy behind the mock ball. Super missiles behind the mock ball. Charge beam on the reserve tank pedestal. The runners are going to be very happy to see that charge beam. And was it Space Jump that was underneath the crumble bridge? Oh, dang. That's a Space Jump, all right, and more power bombs for Skipsy. Zerro is doing something. Not quite sure what. And Skipsy is going to be the first out of the mock ball area. I think Zerro's opting to save before going down Red Tower. Front of Gauntlet check for Zerro is reasonable. 10 power bombs is enough to get to back of Gauntlet, and Zerro will likely be disappointed by the energy tank and missile that are back there. Also disappointed by, if he had just gone down to Brinstar, he would have space jump by now. Missiles at the Edakun's locked door. Super missiles in the front, and in the Edakun's pocket, we're about to see on Skipsy's side. Power bombs that Skipsy opts not to pick up. 15 is enough. I believe in Zerro as well. Zerro has done a lot of wacky things in this tournament and still managed to win 3 races. So I'm not disparaging Zerro at all here. They do weird things and win games. And sometimes doing weird things is what it takes. Skipsy's powerbomb opens up the wavegate room, as well as... Oh, does not quite open up Mission Impossible. And other times Gauntlet is empty, it's true. I actually missed what was at the front of Gauntlet. It just gives you missiles? Oh, poor Zerro. Super missiles at Mission Impossible. Yeah, it does weird things. Missiles and super missiles down in the charge beam area. Cheese's health is a little bit low, and Skipsy sets up to Spore Spawn Skip. With correct positioning, like one of 6 different positions you can stand in, you can fire a super missile, and it will register hitting the super missile block that is just off screen to get that out of the way. Super missiles behind Spore Spawn. Yes, Zerro checked Terminator and then ran away. And Zerro's about to see Space Jump. Which they collect right away. Cheese really needs some health here. And with high jump boots, gets the wavegate, and it's just missiles. Charge beam for Zerro. Cheese's health is precariously low. Okay, he's gonna farm up a little bit. Good. Skipsy finds super missiles in Green Hill Zone. And 3 of our runners are on their way to Red Tower. Toward Red Tower. Cheese is healing up and looking to do reverse meme. Hacksaww is going to do the same. Skipsy's going to head down, all the way down Red Tower, and check Spacer Beam location. Construction Zone, missiles. Spacer Beam has power bombs. Skipsy runs right into those. And Space Jump, which is in logic, puts Billy Mays in logic. Hacksaww is checking under Mother Brain here. CheeseReaver demonstrating why Space Jump is required for this check in SMRAT logic. I missed what was under Mother Brain's tank, but just a missile and super missile in Billy Mays today. Missiles, thank you. Thank you so much, chat. Oof. That enemy almost landed on Skipsy's head. Super missiles, power bombs. And more super missiles in the high jump area. Just ammo. Which makes me wonder, what does this seed want? Hacksaww takes a death to the boulder in the ceiling. Kraid is in logic, so is the front of wrecked ship. Is that a full reset from Hacksaww? No. Yes, it is a full reset for Hacksaww. Ugh. You hate to see it. 14 minutes in, though, Hacksaww has knowledge and the ability to get back into the game. It's true. There are only 2 major items to pick up, and one of them is on the way, and the other is Mockball. That's an energy tank for Skipsy, the Kraid Power Bomb location. CheeseReaver only has 1 Power Bomb, which means no climb supers check, no matter how much he wants to. And Skipsy's heading into Kraid, while Zerro's dealing with Big Pink. Finding one of the placements for the super missile. Zerro gets it. And Hacksaww goes left and finds the morphing ball. Kraid fight for Skipsy. And Kraid is down for Skipsy. CheeseReaver going to be checking Criteria Powerbomb's location. If that fight had lasted longer, that would have been really cool. Energy tank in the ceiling for Hacksaww. And Hacksaww picks up the super missiles. It's unfortunately just Spazer at Volcano. Better than a normal shot, it's true. More damage, it's true. Missiles in the the frog pocket. As Zerro descends down to Green Hill Zone and collects the super missiles in the pipe. Wrecked ship could be holding gravity. Moat missiles. Yep, all of pre-wrecked ship is in logic. Super missiles in the ocean. Hacksaw's heading back up to collect power bombs, and Zerro is going to do a Billy Mays check. Yeah, ocean and spooky. I know what you meant. All of the things that are pre-Fantoon. Red Tower is also an option. X-ray? We'll see. Zero gets to Billy Mays, collects the super missiles, ignores the missiles. Skipsy gets hit by a waiver, but is able to recover with space jump, and is showing us what's an X-ray. Spooky missiles are spooky missiles. And those are missiles at X-ray, which means Red Tower is the play. And Cheese is likely to be the first one there. Though, actually, it'll be close with Skipsy. Cheese rightly thinking, run away! Bravely ran away. When Fantoon reared his ugly head, Cheese bravely turned his tail and fled. Something, something. And Skipsy with a damage boost gets to Red Tower first. There's the Varia suit at Alpha Power Bombs. And an energy tank behind it, and missiles at Beta. Varia plus space jump equals Norfair Reserve. And Cheese picks up his Varia suit. Charge beam for Hacksaww. Hacksaww is slowly recollecting all of the items that he lost with the death at 14 minutes. Someone make Mujica mods so that he can't spend all those channel points. And Zero finds the Varia suit. Just a couple of minutes behind Skipsy. Vanilla Gravity would make this an interesting seed. That's a space jump for Hacksaww. And Cheese is going to head down Red Tower and into Norfair with that Varia suit pickup. Skipsy is going to check the mode and do all of the Fantoon stuff, already having Kraid down. I don't believe that Zero did mode. But yes, he and Skipsy have caught up to one another. Alright, so here's what you've got to do, Red. Step 1, demod yourself. Step 2, lose all of your channel points in a gamble of Varia versus Gravity. Step 3, get remodded and don't worry about it. And Zero is checking the volcano. And we know there's nothing here. Except for Spazer. Yeah, well, you could yeet your channel points away, I suppose. Skipsy versus Fantoon. I'm gonna do this thing again, and I know people aren't gonna like it, but we have 2 boss fights going on. We have one boss fight going on. And that is Fantoon down for Skipsy. Unlocking all of Wrecked Ship to be checked. The question is progression in Norfair? Or is progression in Wrecked Ship? Zerro picks up the super missiles in the ocean, and Hacksaww is finished with Red Tower, or top of Red Tower, going down to Alpha, power bombs, and will soon pick up Varia's suit. Come on, voice. I just need you to work with me for another hour. Right side supers are super missiles. Varia suit for Hacksaw. And Zerro is going to do all the Fantoon stuff. I hope so, Theo. I hope so. High jump check for Cheese. Just ammo here. And Hacksaw is heading out of Wrecked Tower, or Red Tower, and up toward the ship and Wrecked Ship. Cheese picks up those super missiles, bringing his ammo count to 60. Skipsy, who has been mostly avoiding super missile pickups, is at 35. Zerro's at 50. And Hacksaw, who had to reset due to a death at 14 minutes, is at 10. And that's a reset from Skipsy. I didn't even see what was at the energy tank location. But it wasn't great. CheeseReaver is now moving through... Oh, missiles. Thank you. CheeseReaver is now moving through Norfair. And Zerro is fighting Fantoon. Probably gravity, doesn't need it. Yeah, that's fair. Norfair reserves. Energy tank for Cheese. We have the attic check coming up for Skipsy. Enraged Fantoon, it's true. That pseudo screw attack, though, makes things a lot easier for Zerro with respect to dodging those blue flames. And I was busy watching that and Attic and missed what was at Norfair Reserve. But Cheese's suit hasn't changed colors, so it wasn't gravity. Skipsy is not picking up the Attic item as Zerro destroys Fantoon and turns the wrecked ship on. Hopefully it will be less creepy. E-tank in front, missiles in the back. And in the ceiling, in front of Speed Booster, super missiles. Missiles in the sky are missiles. Missiles at Speed Booster. So much ammo, but where are the major items? And Hacksaw enrages Fantoon. Fantoon is an angry ghost all of the time. And only allowed to show it a little bit. Skipsy is getting ready to clip through the floor. Pretty standard Super Metroid trick. There's a gravity suit for CheeseReaver at the wave beam missile location 2755 or so. CheeseReaver has both suits and is probably in go mode, knowing Cheese. No, speed booster or ice still. But much closer to go mode than everyone else on our screens today. Hacksaww still fighting Fantoon as Skipsy checks the and finds the wave beam. That's going to be a picked up wave beam. And Cheese is heading right on down toward Lower Norfair. No Crocomire for this run. You went to the bathroom, Rubik's Cube? What did you miss? Yes, gravity outside wave. Skipsy checks and runs past the gravity suit item. You look away for one moment. Croc could have ice or speed. Yes. Skipsy skipping spring ball. Skipsy! What's wrong with you? I don't know why MM2 has so many disciples, but Spring Ball is a very divisive item in this community. That's true. There were no celebratory missiles of happiness. Cheese getting sniped by the gold pirate here. And Spazer is not playing nicely with the pirate. Skipsy picking up Spazer in Volcano. Oh, there's Speed Booster in the generic rodent mascot room, the GRRM room, the George R.R. Martin room, as I call it. So many names for that mouse-shaped room. But that's where Speed Booster is today. CheeseReaver is in go mode, 31 minutes. What a nice find. He doesn't technically need more ammo because he has Charge Beam. Technically. Ammo is comfort food at this point. Ah, yes. Keltips. That F-bomb is not allowed to be there, sir. Or ma'am. Or friend. Hopefully friend. Thank you, Dimensive. It took me a moment to figure that out. It's fine. You're not in trouble. Nobody's upset. We just try to keep things PG-13 here. And Zero is checking what is speed locked. A reserve tank? That's almost vanilla. And Zero picks up Spring Ball correctly, which means we have a winner in the bottom race. Zerro0713 will be moving on to round 7 with a score of 4-2. That is not accurate. Zero forgot the dot done. Presenting the SMRAT 2021 summer season Spring Ball percent. The game is over when you find Spring Ball. $33.28. Zero has pressed down. Hacksaww is about to find out what is after bowling. Hopefully, correctly collects Spring Ball. Ooh. Reserve tanks. Won the game and didn't even have to blow up the planet. It's true. We have a Ridley fight for CheeseReaver. Takes a dip in the acid, but it'll be okay. Ooh. He has plenty of ammo. He has plenty of ammo. We're not going to get a repeat of Cheese's last race. Come on, Cheese. Skipsy checking speed booster location. Super missiles here. Regular missiles here. And Zero's going to be heading through construction zone. CheeseReaver looking behind Ridley. Bombs. Morph ball bombs. Great find. And wave beam for Hacksaww. And Spring Ball for Hacksaww? Yes. Ridley does have claws, it's true. There's Gravity Suit for Skipsy. Skipsy is one speed booster or ice beam away from go mode. While Zero is checking X-ray for the missiles that are there. You don't know. Ridley could be a proud parent. That looked like an energy tank of shame that Cheese is not picking up. And Skipsy looks to be heading down to Lower North Air as well. In the Super Metroid remake, the Ridley fight involves riddles. Yes, Samus! What has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening? Me, when I'm playing with my food! Yeah! Crocomire. There's Plasma Beam for Cheese at Firefleas. That is drastically improving the beam situation for CheeseReaver. Yep. He's gonna make a couple checks anyways. Like, Screw Attack could be down here, and these checks aren't really out of the way. He has all of Meridia to go through. Yeah, microwave would be worth collecting. 6 energy tanks now for Cheese. It's entirely possible that he'll go for 7 and stand up, given the plasma beam. Ice at Shack Tool. Ice at Climb Supers. Grappling Beam at Climb Supers. Ice at Shack Tool. Wave Beam was in Wrecked Ship on the pedestal before going to reserve. Skipsy recovered from a death? I didn't see Skipsy die. Hacksaww recovered from a death. Whew. Whew, okay. Okay. I was worried that I, like, missed something major in the race. Thank you, chat, for keeping everyone honest. Skipsy picks up the energy tank of shame. Will not need to refill energy before Ridley. Skipsy has not picked up speed, that's true. Skipsy did not go to the George R.R. Martin generic rodent mascot Deadmau5 room. Skipsy will probably want to refill super missiles, though, before fighting Ridley. Zero, done with Kraid's Lair, is heading out. Hacksaww, done with Kraid's Lair, is heading out. He does need to finish those books. Sailor Jade, if you want to look up a song by Paul and Storm titled Right Like the Wind, I think you'll find it amusing. Missiles on Main Street, super missiles at Crab Supers. That was an energy tank at Croc Escape. Zero, the only one to check Croc Escape. Skipsy is sitting at 31 super missiles. 4 more for comfort. Maybe. One missile for comfort. Oh, starting the fight with regular missiles. That is a good strategy, Skipsy. I don't know, my eyes are bad. Zero's Norfair is looking not so much sick as upset, in that it's a little blue. That's an X-ray scope for Zero, 2/3 microwave. Zero potentially having a full microwave beam after defeating Ridley. Or Redley, as the case may be, on Skipsy's screen. Bot wound goes down for Cheese. Skipsy gets picked up by Ridley's loving claws. And CheeseReaver just a little bit off on the happy attempt. Hacksaww did not pick up X-ray. Skipsy also abandoning the bombs. Ooh. Energy tank for Hacksaww, who's checking Norfair Reserve. Zerro's checking the speed booster location. They're going to find a super missile in front and a missile on the pedestal. And a missile and more missiles at the reserve for Hacksaww. CheeseReaver's getting ready to fight Dragon. Those Dragonlings spelling out Keiko Love. And that Shine Spark looked a little bit high to me, but... So Ice or Suitless Crystal Flash. These are the options, yes. Or scour the game looking for Speed Booster. Gravity Suit for Zerro. And Dragon is down for CheeseReaver. Zerro now has the Plague Suit. No Fire Fleas on Skipsy means no Plasma Beam. I have to assume that Skipsy is comfortable with with the loadout. Not really checking item locations anymore. Skipsy needs to find a plan, or to have a plan, rather, to get to Bot Wound. True Ice is not at Main Street. It's just missiles. Gravity Suit for Hacksaww. If Hacksaww and Skipsy were the race, this would be really close. I don't know. I don't know if Skipsy can do Crystal Flash Clip. I am interested, though. There was a thing that was posted in Tech and Logic Talk about abusing that Moktroid damage to kill yourself and trigger an energy tank, causing stand-up with ridiculous positioning. That might be easier for some people to do than the Crystal Flash Clip, assuming you can consistently make that jump. I don't think it's a weird X-ray thing so much as just triggering your reserve tank at precisely the right time to cause the same effect, and then you can Crystal Flash afterwards. Maybe, Idle Child. There's a clip somewhere in Tech and Logic Talk within the past week about it. It looks neat. I know I haven't tried it myself because I don't play this game. I haven't practiced it clearly. I haven't investigated any more than I saw the clip a couple times. X-ray was the base of Bubble Mountain. Ice at Plasma. Wow. Hacksaww is heading up through worst room in the game. If Hacksaww checks the GRRM room, that will be Speed Booster for Hacksaww. Speed Booster for George R.R. Martin room for Zerro. Does Hacksaww make the same check? Killing the pirate. And going up, Hacksaww is going to also have the Speed Booster. Zerro is in a really good place right now. Speed booster for Hacksaww. Fantoon versus CheeseReaver. Rare to see 3 Mickey Mouse checks, but all of the logic has pointed them here. And with the logic pointing them to Lower Norfair, they might as well keep checking it until they find the thing they're looking for. Because all of Lower Norfair is open. Skipsy checked the beach, presumably, and is checking the watering hole now. Watering hole is an energy tank and some super missiles. And missile, super missile, Fantoon is down. For Cheese, the super missile not enraging because it was the killing blow. Zero saving the energy tank of shame for later. Is it really ice at Shack? I don't know. We haven't seen Grapple yet, so wherever ice ends up being, we also haven't seen Grapple. That said, that is all... Oh, Grapple is behind Dragon. Okay. I take it back. Ice at Shack would be cool. Cheese is not worrying about Ice Beam, however, and is heading straight to the ship, and presumably on to Turian, while Hacksaww gets ready to fight Ridley, and Zero gets ready to fight Ridley. And I'm gonna do that thing again, just bear with me, please. Oh, never mind. Zero is farming up. I thought we were gonna have a double Ridley fight. I was gonna set it so we could see those side by side, but... Oh, Hacksaww is farming up. Looks that way. Skipsy is kind of low on ammo, but again, Charge Beam makes ammo mostly irrelevant. You just need a way through the Zebatites and a way to break Mother Brain's tank. Skipsy might very well be going to Croc. Going to Ice. Zero abandoning bombs. Hacksaww starting the Ridley fight. Oh, fantastic positioning for Ridley, for Hacksaww. As long as Ridley stays there, this is a really, really easy kill. If it's Vanilla Ice, then Invarial with an A has to sing. Sure, no problem. Since I'm Invarial with an E, I don't have to sing. Yes, I am lucky about both of those things. So at this point, I think Hacksaww needs to go into the acid and get grabbed, or use a power bomb to dislodge Ridley from this stuck state. Idle Child confirming the power bomb usage. I'll get you next time, Invarial. Next time! Yeah. Hacksaww took a... Oh, no. Hacksaww, no. Oh, no. Hacksaww did not know how to dislodge Ridley. Oh, fortunately saved just outside of the fight, but... Oh, Hacksaww, no. I'm gonna have to mention that in the post-game. Hacksaww had Ridley stuck in a really convenient position. And was able to kill Ridley, but because Ridley was frozen, Hacksaww didn't know how to unfreeze Ridley, which is use a power bomb or get grabbed by the claw. And so Hacksaww, thinking that he was softlocked, reset the game. Oh, Hacksaw's going to be really miffed about that one. Yeah, I've seen it happen a couple of times in this tournament, and Jay did it... Jay did it during one of the fundraiser races. Skipsy versus Crocomire. Makes short work of him. Zerro's farming up to do Crocomire. What is Zerro looking for? And CheeseReaver is fighting Mother Brain, not looking for anything except damage to Mother Brain's big, stupid, brainy face. Oh, okay. Zerro just farming supers, that makes sense. And CheeseReaver heads on to Mother Brain 2. Is going to fire a bunch of super missiles here, 18 to be precise, saving 15 for the catch-up phase. And doing the rest of the damage with Plasma Beam while avoiding onion rings, French fries, meatballs, more onion rings, more meatballs, French fry, and eventually ketchup. Hacksaww versus Ridley again. There's the first ketchup beam from Mother Brain. There's an energy tank for Skipsy at the cosine room. Don't forget to hit that croc button, like, follow, and subscribe. See, that's the thing that I wanted to do, right? I can just do this fancy thing and give us a little bit of focus on the two boss fights. On the two boss fights that are going on. But there's an ice beam for Skipsy at Indiana Jones. And because I can keep studio mode up, I can actually comment on the 4-person race while showing you the 2-person race and make it look cool. But it still needs a bit of work, I think. And Reem does not like it. Zerro is not... Well, Zerro is in the lead of the bottom race, yes. Being through Bot Woon was in a much better position than Skipsy, who still needs to get there. Oh, no, Reem, no, that was on purpose. I was trying to showcase the big fights that were going on. Because we had seen the stuff that the other two players were doing. It was very much an on-purpose thing. Does who have enough ammo? All of them have charge beam. No worries, Theo. And that is Hyper Beam into Mother Brain's face for CheeseReaver. CheeseReaver probably going to be the winner of the top race. And given that Zerro is going into Dragon now, Zerro is probably going to be the winner of the bottom race. Shine Spark Strats for Zerro. Ice could change things. Ice can definitely change things in Turian. We've seen that. But the problem here is that Zerro has Speed Booster, which is going to make Escape faster, while Skipsy has Ice, which is going to make the Metroids faster. Right. Precisely, Autochild. Zerro will have to use ammo on the Zebatites and doesn't have the greatest beam combo from Mother Brain, unless Zerro learned Shine Spark Skip. Energy tank for Hacksaww. I think Hacksaww also skipped Plasma. Yep. And CheeseReaver presses down and has finished in first place with an SRL time of 59 minutes and 16 seconds. GG to you, CheeseReaver. GG. Yep. Skipsy going through the maze without Spring Ball. An item that historically makes that sequence much faster. And I am joined in the booth by CheeseReaver. GG to you, Cheese.
Thank you. I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
Because somehow that worked, and yeah.
Because somehow that worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'll start at the beginning. High jump boots are my favorite item in the game. I love getting them early. I hate getting them before the climb because the climb with high jump boots is just awful.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm sorry at the same time.
Let's see. We got the fairly early charge beam that I forgot about until I was leaving Norfair. I checked way too much stuff because I forgot I had the charge beam. I skipped a couple of things in Big Pink because my health got so low that either of the rooms with side hoppers would have killed me. So I tried to farm it up, and then it was taking too long. So I decided to risk it for the biscuit.
I definitely was not clenching when you were sitting with 30 energy leaving Spore Spawn and then got hit and dropped down to 20.
Yeah, I was, so...
I was like, this is Cheese. He's playing fast and loose like last time. He's not gonna... Oh, it's a big energy drop. He grabs it. Okay, good.
Yeah, honestly, I grabbed the drop more to stop the beeping than anything. But you'll note I didn't play it fast and loose with Ridley.
I did.
Because I remember what happened last time, and I decided no matter what's going on, it was worth the time to farm.
I did, in fact, make a comment about that.
Let's see. Looks like... Oh, Skipsy found Ice. Where was Ice?
Ice was Mount Everest.
I checked both Crab Supers and Main Street. Where on Mount Everest?
Am I thinking of the wrong place? I'm thinking of the wrong place. The Crocomire, the large jumpy place, before checking grapple. Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
That makes no sense.
Because you're supposed to grapple your way over there. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, that makes slightly more sense. It's on the top of a tall freaking mountain.
Yeah, but Mount Everest is in Meridian.
Your names make no sense. Let's
Hey,
call it the Full Happy, because we're not going to rename a trick.
What?
Anyways.
It was the Happy, and then it became the Full Happy.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't name any of it, alright?
I'm
trying to
aware.
get... Other than Frog Pocket, which I'm trying to get to catch on.
Yeah, well...
So yeah, I'm guessing nobody quite galaxy brained the suits like I did.
You were definitely first with the suits. Hacksaww took a death at 14 minutes.
Oh, okay, that hurts.
And had to start over from scratch. So, major points to Hacksaww for that. And then, Hacksaww managed to freeze Ridley. You know that really convenient position where Ridley doesn't do anything anymore?
Corner freeze or platform?
Yeah, corner freeze.
Corner freeze.
Platform
Okay.
freeze. Platform, corner, lower corner, platform
Okay,
freeze.
because there's an upper corner freeze too, I think.
Well,
the platform
freeze. And didn't know how to dislodge him, so thought he was soft locked and reset again. Fortunately, had saved just before in Lower Norfair.
That hurts.
Skipsy did not check the rodent mascot room and thus does not have speed booster. Zero did check it, which put them in the lead, and Skipsy went everywhere, including Crockemeyer, to find ice.
It was very lucky finding ice there, or not ice, speed there. But even if I hadn't found those bombs behind Ridley, so I would have just gone for Crystal Flash Clip to. I could do it with bombs. The whole suitless Crystal Flash stuff that's not happening. My hands just don't work well enough to pull anything like that off.
I understand completely.
And yeah, mostly I should have stopped checking items long before I stopped checking items.
I mean, you found
I did
plasma.
get plasma out of the deal, but after plasma, I still kept checking stuff, and that was because I forgot I had charge beam.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Well,
Do you want to stick around for the rest of it? No?
Well, I've had exactly 3 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours, and I've been up since 4 a.m., so I'm going to have to decline.
That's fair.
And go sleep.
That's a very reasonable thing to do. Sleep well. Good luck in 4 and 2.
Thank you. Send my GGs to the other runners and all that.
I will absolutely do that, Cheese. Thank you for joining me in the booth. Have yourself a great night. Everyone, wish Cheese some restful sleep. Go
Good night,
follow
everybody.
Cheese, follow Skipsy, follow Zero, follow Hacksaww, and go follow Sailor Jade with an _. Oh, wow. Riichi Mahjong. Wow. The next Royale with Cheese should just be Yakuza 0. Because then he can have no idea what's going on. Plus there's a bunch of story that he can have no idea what's going on. Plus Riichi Mahjong. Plus slot car races. Plus all sorts of other fun games. You don't have Yakuza 0? That is unfortunate, Reem. Oh, you play on Mahjong Soul? Got it. We have Zero fighting Mother Brain. That game is not very PG, it's true. It's true. I did, however, read a really, really interesting article the other day. Yakuza 0 is very not for this channel. The article said that Kiryu will never appear in a fighting game. And the reason that Kiryu will never appear in a fighting game is because the creator does not want Kiryu hitting women. And that is a fantastic message. Skipsy gets grabbed by a Metroid, has to powerbomb out of room number 2, room number 2. Going through room number 3 now with ice, while Zero charge wave spacers their way through Mother Brain. There's the catch-up, and 15 super missiles to go. Hacksaww is heading into Turian, well, down toward Turian now. And suddenly Mario looks like a horrible person. Which one is like a champ? Skipsy facing left when the Metroid drops them. And that's going to be an unfortunate 40 frames of standing up, while Mother Brain 2 is down on Zero's side. Oh, like a dragon. I've seen gameplay of it. It's very, very JRPG, which I am on board with. It feels like a deviation to go from all of the real-time punchy combat to turn-based menus, but people are enjoying it, so... The blue baby. This isn't Isaac. Hyper Beam for Zero. And Zero is going to be taking down Mother Brain 3 in just a moment. And Mother Brain 3 is down on Zero's side as Skipsy starts in on Mother Brain 1. Baby Metroid grab for Hacksaww. Skipsy is choosing to save super missiles and start the fight with Spacer. And there's the first catch-up from Mother Brain. Zero jumps over the ship and finds the pipe and is done with an official SRL time of 1:11:43. GG to you, Zerro0713. Joined in the booth by Zerro0713. GGD Zero, how do you feel?
I was kicking myself the entire match because my normal plan is red tower and then going down, but for some reason I decided to go to red ship. And when red ship was a bust, it kind of sent me back, and I was just trying to think as to what the other runners was doing. I was really hoping that wave on the red ship would pay it off a little bit, hoping something might have been down in Croc, but
Something was.
what was it, like ice?
Ice.
Did Skipsy find that before or after Lord Warfare?
Long after, Skipsy did not check the rodent room and thus does not have speed booster and needed a way into bottom.
So I was kind of worried. I didn't know if he was going to possibly check that or not because I knew he wasn't going to have ice. He most likely wasn't going to have ice or speed at that time, so still checking would have been good at that point. Yeah, so once I made that fatal mistake of going to red ship first, I was kind of just worried that Skipsy might have been ahead. He might have had a little better routing compared to me overall.
So Skipsy was ahead of you going into wrecked ship. You two did a lot of route divergence. You went to Terminator and picked up the power bombs, and then did some other things. You did Gauntlet, for example, and Skipsy headed down into Brinstar and collected Space Jump, which I don't know if you were kicking yourself, picking up Space Jump in the Mockball room, being like, oh, Gravity would have been, or Gauntlet would have been so much easier to check, but these are the randomizer decisions we make. You two ended up picking up Varia about 2 minutes apart.
No, my whole plan was definitely to check Gauntlet. I never wanted to just leave that behind, just get out of the way. I was hoping that Skipsy would have went up the climb. I was hoping he would have gone up climb, therefore he would have bypassed that area for a long time, making Fan 2 a little bit more tricky for him as well.
Right.
But I'm guessing he went up Red Tower?
He went up Red Tower. He picked up Varia like 2 minutes before you did.
Yeah, so he probably would have won if he managed to get that speed boost, most likely. What was his ammo situation? Oh yeah, 45. Well, he also had ice, so that was a 1 for him.
25, 45, 20?
Yeah, so I was also sort of kicking myself about skipping supers. I knew that charge was in play. I hate seeing early charge because a lot of the good runners, they'll most likely skip ammo, whereas me, I would still pick up ammo until I find a decent beam combination.
I mean, I think you made the right choice, given that you stopped making checks. Welcome, Skipsy. Given that you stopped making checks right after you picked up Speed Booster, you didn't get bombs from behind Ridley. You didn't get plasma from Fireflies.
Oh, that would have been so nice to have. It was just it was too out of the way. Once I hit the speed, I knew I was just had to go at that point and just gotta check quick items at that point. Fireflies was not going to be quick enough for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would rather check that jail item just to see what that was, to see if it was something decent than going down the Fireflies.
Joined by Skipsy as well. GG to you, Skipsy.
Thank you, and GG to you too, Zero.
You too, Skipsy.
That was crazy. I'm so excited to hear where Speed Booster was.
Mickey Mouse room.
Oh no!
Room. Yep.
Oh no.
And then bombs were behind Ridley. And then plasma was at Fireflies.
Oh no! It was so stacked.
Yeah.
In my head, there was nothing logically down there until I realized that it had to be the way down there, right?
All of Lord Norfair was in logic, so it could have possibly been at GT as well. Luckily, it wasn't at GT.
Yeah.
Right. Luckily, it was not at GT. So, Zero, you've talked a bit about your reasoning and your routing. Skipsy, do you want to talk us through what you were thinking?
Sure. At first, I was very skeptical because I don't know Zero yet. I'm not sure how good he is, and I always have to assume that people are way, way better than me, so I have to play accordingly. So I want to skip unnecessary checks. I normally skip the check for Gauntlet as well, because it is a screw attack logically required to get there. And I made one huge mistake that I didn't realize that I can't do what's it called? Skip through the blocks before bot wound with
the crystal flash clip?
The crystal flash clip, that I can't do that without bombs. And that's what... at that moment I knew I was screwed.
That's entirely fair. Welcome, Hacksaww. GG to you.
Yo,
GG.
CheeseReaver sends his absolute respect. He, however, as he said in the IRC, needs sleep.
I say I blame him, honestly. He woke up at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, no, that's bad.
Yeah.
So I do want to point out that this seed was very straightforward. Nothing was locked, was really locked. Everything was in logic as we found them.
Definitely, it was a fun seed. If you know, well, you could follow the logic entirely, right? There was nothing out of the way. You could have gotten everything if you thought about it correctly. That's where my mistake was.
My mistake was not letting the Mountain Dew kick in before the match. And then just like YOLO into Billy Mays, and it didn't work out too well.
You took a really unfortunate spike hit, and I thought you should have died there, but it looked like you didn't take any damage from that spike, and then the boulder clubbed you in the head at 13 minutes, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, I was standing there, I was like, okay, where's the boulder? And then it hit me in the head. That was the end of that.
I was wondering where the boulder was.
Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
It hit me.
Yeah, exactly. Fire fleas.
The other thing, I need to point this out to you, Hacksaww. If you go back to your first Ridley fight, you managed to get a somewhat rare, I'm told, glitch where Ridley just gets locked into the platform. And you did all of the damage that you needed to, I think. But you had to dislodge Ridley somehow, and you can do that with a power bomb or by getting grabbed by his claw. And that'll unlock him, and then you can finish the fight that way. You didn't need to reset there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I figured it. I knew I'd done enough damage, like, for him to pick me up, and then I knew there was more damage you could do to get him to just die.
Explode, right.
Yeah.
I will definitely remember that for the future if that ever happens to me.
Well,
that sounds scary.
That's why I'm mentioning it, because it was clear that you weren't aware, and you should be aware of this, especially if it happens again, so that you don't, like, reset and not have a convenient save a few minutes ago.
Well, I do appreciate the knowledge, because, well, I had no clue.
Right. What else? What else was going through your mind for that seed?
I was just hoping that Cheese didn't go back and get Mario where it was, but he did, so...
He did.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to steal my strats at checking Red Tower first.
Well, they didn't. They all checked Red Tower last. But there's not much... Go ahead.
I'm trying... you can just keep on going. I can say it after you say your thing.
No, please.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with what we were just discussing.
Oh, okay.
Second time around, I checked it first.
it was a matter of with no Varia and no gravity, people had gone and done Kraid. Kraid's done. What's left? Red Tower. Go to Red Tower. So that's
Going
what
from my
was...
mind to go there first too. In other logics, I usually enjoy doing that, but in this logic, there's always something down there, and I got disappointed this time, but I won't be next time.
Well, that is how randomizer works. The items are always where you don't go.
Exactly.
I'm kind of curious, how did everyone do in Lower Norfair? Did anyone struggle at all?
No. Turns out having both suits and space jump and a wealth of ammunition and charge beam makes Lower Norfair a lot less of a problem.
There's no plasma or screw attack.
No, there was no plasma or screw attack, but there's all of the mobility, and your worst room in the game item was given to you like 10 minutes in, so maybe 5 minutes in. Maybe the first item you picked up, if high jump boots is your first item in the game room.
Yeah, that's true.
Did I say worst item in the game room? Wow. Worst room in the game item. I know what words are. Hmm?
That's where X-ray was.
Yeah, the worst item in the game room was Bubble Mountain today. Well, with all of that said, Zero, do you have any closing thoughts on the seed? And GG, and good luck in 4 and 2?
Sadly, it's 4 and 2. My lesson would be to say, pro tip, don't die. And save often.
Well put. Skipsy, do you have any final thoughts on this seed?
Yeah, die a lot and never save.
Ooh.
It's overrated.
Ooh, we have some
I'll
conflicting...
try not to forget about what I exactly need to go to Dragon, I promise.
Well, best of luck to all three of you in your next race, and then in the bracketing stage.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks for the restream, guys. Thanks Matt, for hanging out.
No problem.
Restream commentary, trackers, all you guys. You guys all rock.
That's true. I want to join in on that. I love Super Metroid. It's a super fun game, and all of this wouldn't be possible without any one of you. And thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right, with that, thank you everyone for coming out today. Go follow the runners. Go follow Zerro0713. Go follow Skipsy, CheeseReaver, Hacksaww. Follow myself if you're feeling generous. Go follow Sailor Jade, who did a wonderful job tracking today. And we are going to go say hi to MM2 NES cartridge. On behalf of everyone here at Speed Runners Arena, we will see you next mission.